New Haven, Connecticut is notorious for having urban fill. A long time ago, there were beautiful buildings here that would be historically preserved to this day had they not ripped them down and dropped them into the foundation of the rethinking of the Wooster Square neighborhood.
Look at this Union over here, Fair coming in. These buildings, we go all the way to Olive. These buildings were crushed, dropped into the foundation. I was standing on these bricks from the 1800s today.
These were commercial buildings that were here for many decades, and at the time, I guess they thought it was wise to rip down the previous buildings from the 1800s.
Look at these beautiful buildings. Fair Street, Union, during demolition and the start of some site work, crushing and compacting the previously existing building and dealing with this urban fill from these buildings.
And drop them into the ground here. What you call that is urban fill. Now we're going to be adding some bearing capacity to the urban fill. A couple different ways you can do that. You can do ram aggregate piers, you can over excavate and crush and compact. We're going to be doing some ram aggregate piers. That's at least how it's set out to do for right now. Get into the soil, things change sometimes, but we're not expecting any changes. Developed in this area before, we know the soil very well. This is our previous development. So we've been in the soil literally next door, adjacent. Not even a street running in between us. Once you get here, the street actually dead ends and it becomes our property. So we'll deal with that urban fill. Horrible that they crushed those buildings, but thankfully for me, this site was ready for development.